You may wish to protect your presentation so others can't change your presentation because it's intellectual property. There are a number of ways you can protect the document. One is to add a digital signature. If you are the owner of a digital signature, you would choose File from the ribbon. You would then go to Info and Protect Presentation, and you would add a digital signature. But if you don't own a digital signature, there's still a way that you can protect your presentation. For example, from the File tab in the ribbon, I choose Save As. What you want to find is the Tools button, and my Tools button is near my Save button. Depending on your version of Windows, the location of this button in this window may vary, but it will be there. So I'm going to click the Tools button and I'm going to choose General Options. Here I can put a password that they can't open the file unless they know the password, or they can open the file but they can't modify the file unless they know the password. And this is the one I prefer. I do want them to be able to open it and view the file, but I don't want them to change the file. So I'm going to put a password to modify, and I'm going to type Pluto in lowercase. And then I'll click OK. And I'll type Pluto again to make sure I type the password correctly both times. I'll then save the file with the password Pluto. And yes to replace. Now if I close the file, File, Close, and then attempt to open the file, File, Recent, and open the most recent document, I'll be asked for the password. If I don't know the password, I'll have to open the file as Read Only, which means I won't be able to modify it. So I'll click Read Only. And now if I attempt to change something, such as taking the person's name out, I can't. They can't modify the file. If I close the file, File, Close, and I open the file again, Recent, and the most recent presentation, and provide the password Pluto in lowercase, and OK, I'll now be able to make changes to the file. If I want to remove the password, I'll basically repeat the process that I went through to apply the password. I'll go to File, Save As, I'll click the Tools button wherever that may reside, I'll click General Options, and I'll delete the password by pressing the Delete key. And I'll click OK and save the file without a password. And yes to replace. And I've removed the password. Another option you may consider, rather than passwords, is to mark a presentation as final. When you mark a presentation as final, it's your way of indicating to others that this is the final version of the document and really shouldn't be changed or modified by others. To mark it as final, click on File in the ribbon and go to Protect Presentation, which is under the Info option. When you click Protect Presentation, you can mark it as final, and as this describes, it lets readers know the presentation is final and make it read only. So I'm going to click this option. If I click OK, the presentation will be marked as final. And OK again. Basically here it says this presentation is being marked as final to discourage editing. It doesn't say to stop editing, just to discourage editing. If I go back to the Home tab in the ribbon and I look at the very bottom of my screen on the status bar, I can see a little symbol. Whenever you see this symbol, it means that a presentation has been marked as final. Also towards the top here, marked as final, an author has marked this presentation as final to discourage editing. Why it says discourage editing is if they choose to ignore you, they can hit the Edit Anyway button. If they hit the Edit Anyway button, notice that the mark as final symbol is gone and the presentation is up for changes. So it's only really to discourage. A password is to stop.